officer. You have 5 seconds to leave the premises. 5, 4, 3.
Hello there, I'm Jason Rohr. Well, at least this is what I look like inside my new game, 1 Hour, 1 Life. Yep, this is it. We're live inside the game right now. Actually, this is my modern home office. Civilization in the rest of the game hasn't gotten quite this advanced yet. Maybe someday, though. Did you see that? I just got older again. A whole year passes every minute, and we live an entire lifetime, from birth to old age, in just 1 hour. We'd better get on with this tour before my time runs out. Everything you see here exists on a persistent server. It starts out full of untouched wilderness, and it's up to us, the players, to rebuild civilization from scratch together. I think she's coming. That's Eve, the first player to join the server, and the second player should be joining right about now. Yep, that's player 2, Eve's first baby. When you join the server as a baby, you're truly helpless. You depend on care from your parents in order to survive. If they help you live into adulthood, you may get a chance to have babies of your own someday. And your babies will be other players who are depending on you for their survival. You're just one small link in a very long chain. What you accomplish during your brief lifetime will depend on the situation that you're born into. At first, your contribution might be pretty basic. But future generations can build on the foundation that you helped to create. Hopefully, you'll get a chance to leave your own small mark on the world before you die, and maybe create something that helps your children and grandchildren. But really, all of this is just the beginning. As players continue climbing up through the tech tree, I'll be staying one step ahead of them by adding new stuff to the game every week. So I hope you'll join me as this crazy game unfolds. I may even spawn as your baby at some point, and it'll be up to you to take care of me. As we rebuild civilization together, who knows where we'll end up?
Oh yeah, nice. Haha, I've got a present for you.
This grand firmament hangs by a thread. You. And you have no capacity for understanding the magnitude, the labor of generations that have come before you, and what shortly lies ahead. I could have mentored you, passed on the knowledge that was passed to me. But now I'm dead. Of hope for opening the gateway and preparing for the arrival. Vitae dilationem effere requirit firmamentum. Firmamentum.
Garrett, Davis, get those scouts off me.
Roger that, Commander.
I'll handle the interceptor. Alright, let's see what you got. Oh, that's not great.
Incoming call from router.
Run through.
Lena, I trust I haven't caught you at a bad time.
Always got time for you, Ramta. Dig up anything interesting lately?
People dig for me these days, Commander. In fact, I might have something interesting for you.
Something suited to your unique talents.
Don't have much time for archaeology these days. I'm kind of busy.
A shame. The past can teach us so much about the present.
And my research into the Guardians has uncovered some fascinating finds.
But it's the potential technological applications that will interest you.
Applications that might help you level the field a little.
Like weapons.
Indeed.
All I ask is that you unearth a few dusty old relics for me. It will certainly be safer than fighting Thargoids.
Okay, Ram. You've got my attention. If I do it, I can have my pick of your new toys.
That's right.
All right. Count me in.
Oh, I'm delighted to hear it. Now, when I said it wouldn't be dangerous...
BattleTech is the first modern, turn-based tactical combat game set within the MechWarrior universe.
BattleTech simulates your role as a mercenary mech commander, traveling the periphery of known space, taking jobs from a variety of employers to fight their battles for them.
If you're familiar with other modern turn-based games like an XCOM, the controls are going to be very familiar. But what's interesting is that the tactical challenges are very different.
You are commanding giant war machines. That just completely changes not only the scale of the game, but the kind of tools at your disposal and how you have to manage your resources.
Mechs can run, they can jump, crushing buildings and blowing each other's arms off. Finally, we can get that visceral mech combat.
All of that action generates heat. Heat can then actually start to damage the mech, and if you don't control it, will actually shut the mech down to avoid the fusion reactor blowing. All of a sudden, you're a sitting duck on the battlefield. And the other axis that's kind of unique to mechs is stability. These are giant walking mechs. You have to make sure that they stay upright, because if they get knocked down, then you're a sitting duck again. There's all sorts of different kinds of tactical combinations between the mechs and the mech warriors, what the different capabilities are. Do I have this one which is going to be like my long-range scouter and then be able to fire in remotely? Am I trying to do, brawlers who can go in and really use melee?
All of these things together really touches on the themes and the fun of BattleTech.
If you're a new player, if you know nothing about BattleTech but you like strategy games, we think you'll love BattleTech.
Welcome, crew members, to another bright day in Lab Alpha 19, creating yesterday's tomorrows today.
Bad news. Zero idea where the base is, but I did find the name of a scientist there.
So, if we find the scientist, we find the base Joko's using to launch his attacks.
One of their convoys just received an unusual order to delay their arrival. Taking their place should get you inside.
The commander leading me around in chains? Not a chance.
go astray. Those shadows fall, still the stars find their way. Who needs the light? Fear not this night.
Two, one.
Dragons. Scaled gods, fallen into myth, unseen for ages. Now the echoes of that thunderous era rumble. Necromancers gather to breathe life into their bones. And a dragon priest awakens to sow pestilence for a new lord. They must be stopped. かってこい。
Now, about part 2 of our field trip.
We're gonna need help.
Lots.
Anyone, help me.
We tracked the vessel for years, since it entered the solar system, intercepting signals from it, decoding them. We learned about its structure, but not its host.
I don't understand.
We had to stop that vessel from colliding with Earth.
How do you know my name?
We know everything, Emilia.
Ah, hello. I've been waiting for you. No, you don't know me, but I know you and your deepest, darkest desires. Look here. It can all be yours. All you need do is sign. Just a mark, and you can win it all. Oh, one last thing. There will be others, and you will have to fight for it.
There's a heavy hand laid across this land, and it steers my journey and it guides my pen. Press on, head high till the ink is running dry, 'cause my story ain't like to wind home again. Well, I'll beat my drum till my last day come, or the mountain meets the sea.
Wonderland.
Yeah, the earth will shake, but the bow she break won't put no fear in me. 'Cause I see lands on high, so up in my
Explore, meet people.
I've said my feeling about feeling fine, where the water tastes like wine.
Gather stories and spread and share them. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Get on board! We're about to leave! Here we go! Let's get the job done! Lighting up!
Okay, Claw Lady. It's the same for all of us. You want to live? You have to get off the planet. Right now, energy is money, and there's only so much of it.
Look, you capture a zone, you get its energy. So, you gonna fight?
Well, I hope you make it. Hey, and if I'm still around when you finally reach your goal, let me know how it feels to be on top.